Wow. Okay, so we're live. This is interesting. I'm going to pretend that there's already an audience and I'm just going to get started. So, hello everyone and welcome. This is very exciting. This is my very first live stream on YouTube, and I'm thrilled that I've got the opportunity to say hello to everyone. So, whether you're a regular subscriber or a new viewer, I'm grateful for your support. And thank you for taking an interest in what I'm going to share for you today. I'm obviously a little bit nervous because this is my very first live stream and my hands are shaking a little bit, but I'm hoping that we'll have lots of fun. For those of you that don't know me yet, my name is Alex, and on this channel, I create content about my journey towards living in the countryside and exploring all of those different parts of things like towns and it's actually quite difficult and things like dancing in the hills, all of those kind of things that I enjoy doing. So today's live stream is going to be my very first, obviously. It's going to be jam-packed with lots of questions and answers. Hopefully we'll get one viewer at least. And I am fast approaching 100 subscribers, which is really exciting. And I'm really looking forward to interacting with you guys. So this live stream is hopefully going to be more than just me talking at you. It's a chance for us to connect in real time. Please feel free, if you join, to pop questions into the chat, share your thoughts. Your participation is what makes this live stream really interesting and special. So let's get into it. So let's have a see. I've got my little cheat sheet, but to be honest, I can't read. This is too difficult. So getting to know me. So I'm going to share a little bit of information about myself. So my name's Alex. I trained as a professional ballet dancer for 8 years, and this was quite a very difficult training process to become a ballet dancer. It takes 8 years pretty much, and it's full-time education in a boarding school. And this was quite a tough challenge. But coming through on the other side, I realized that I wanted to go down the route of teaching. So that's what I do at the moment. And I've been teaching for quite a while now. And I've now got all of this time to explore different hobbies. So that's why I am now reaching out to YouTube and exploring one of my favorite hobbies, which is being outside and things like country living, country life. And hopefully this YouTube will document my journey towards living in the countryside with my partner and soon to be husband, George. And yeah, I just want to have all of this documented so that I can look back and go, oh my gosh, this is when we didn't even realize what was going to happen, and all of the exciting things that happen over that course of time. So yeah, one of the reasons why I started YouTube was because of a few different YouTubers that I watch. Kirsten and Jörg, two Germans in Britain. They have a really, really good channel. I think their content's just very wholesome. I really love them. They're really cool people. If you haven't seen them already, please go and check them out. I'm sure you're going to fall in love with them just as I did. And it only takes one video as well. You just, I don't know, you see a thumbnail and you're like, oh, I love them already. Other YouTubers that I like are Madeline Olivia. She posts really, really good content about vegan and sustainable lifestyle. She has a little cottage in Cornwall, had to think then. And yeah, she's got really interesting content. She's got a lovely dog as well. So all good reasons to watch. Another YouTuber that I really like watching is Nicholas Fairford. I don't know if any of you have heard of Nicholas Fairford. He's got some really interesting content in Scotland, where he lives in Edinburgh, and his content is all about creating a beautiful life. So if you haven't checked out that already, please do, because that's really, really cool. But all of those YouTubers, they're kind of the reasons why I looked at getting involved. Oh, hello, Molly. I was wondering how long it would take you to join. Um, so for those of you who don't know Molly already, Molly is obviously the best friend and the only viewer at this time. So when you watch this, you can know Molly. So hello. Molly is going to be posting a video very soon, her very first video about her travels, which are very exciting, aren't you, Molly? You can give us a thumbs up if you can. You do thumbs up? I don't know how this works, but yes, so there'll be lots of Molly to come in the future. Yes, there we go, lovely. Um, yeah, so that's a bit more of my ramblings. So I'm going to go into the countryside dream. So here we go. The what's this? The discovering aspects of rural living. So yeah, this is just about what I want to get out of my content and why I want to move towards the countryside, essentially, and trying to document all of that travel in the meantime. So that would be a really cool idea to do. Um, George and I feel most comfortable outside in nature, I'd say. Um, Molly's sitting there watching, like, do they? Do they? Yeah, I think that we prefer being outside, doing things like gardening, and being closer to nature. I think is quite important for both of us. We've got a camping trip planned pretty soon, so that's going to be quite fun. So I can take you on that journey with us. Having a simpler life and doing a bit less, obviously, with my work, it means that I get a lot of time because it's mostly after school hours. So being able to use that time to do things exciting, getting out and exploring little towns and things and documenting that and sharing that with you guys is something that I'm looking to do. And I feel like in smaller towns, you have a nicer sense of community. At the moment, we live in a student area and there is almost no community, which is quite frustrating. We do get a neighborhood watch poster through the door, and that's usually ranting about people not taking their bins away. So that's not really the best sense of community. So another thing which I wanted to chat about today was preparing to move house, because that's something that's in the cards for the next few years. So I'd like to share on here progress about moving house and lifestyle changes and all of those kind of things. I'll discuss the steps I'm taking and the challenges I've faced and the kind of excitement of all the things to come. So that will be quite exciting to share. Yeah, so it's trying to think about how teaching will work if I'm living remotely in like somewhere else. I don't drive yet. I've only had about 20 to 30 hours of driving a car, and I'm pretty terrible, to be fair. Not as terrible as some. I'm not going to name names. But yeah, I think getting a car, passing a test, that will all be fun things which I've got to look forward to. So when do we buy a house is a big factor as well. Molly's just commented who. Yeah, there's a fun story to tell there. Yeah, so knowing when to buy a house, is there ever a right time? I don't know. Sometimes houses are more expensive, sometimes they're less. Interest rates, all of that. That's all stuff that I've got to understand and learn along the way. Yeah, being self-employed and getting a mortgage, those two words don't really go together the best. So I need to figure out how that's going to work actually. But also with all the things on my YouTube, for those that have seen the very first video I posted, I'm still adapting to which direction my YouTube's going to go, because I have no idea. At one point, it was about living a fabulous life, and then at one point, it was about being a folkie, and now it's about countryside living. So if you guys bear with me, that will be very much appreciated, because I'm still trying to weave my way into finding out what I'm going to do. Yeah, just being flexible and knowing that, you know, it could change and I'll do whichever path I go down, essentially. So yeah, at this point, it was my plan to do a question and answer. And as Molly, you're the only one watching this video, so this is a bit like a one-sided Zoom call. Have you got any questions, Molly? I'm gonna wait. Let's see. I'm also trying to learn out how this works because I have a feeling that it stops the comments for 60 seconds or something. A lot of pressure on me, this is. Yes, it is a lot of pressure on you because the pressure's been on me for the last 10 minutes. This is where I imagine Molly's going to say, what's your favourite colour? Which I'll let you guys guess. This is also really... You were actually thinking that? Yes, yes. Well, it's pink or blue, so there you go. Some of my keys don't work. I can't do it quickly. Oh, sorry, Molly. You've lost your chance. There's millions of people typing questions all so quickly. You're going to miss your opportunity. Oh dear. What's my least favorite color? Oh, that's a good question. I'd say like a really gross yellow color. Do you know when it's like a yellowy browny green? I feel like that's the most disgusting color. Yeah, I can't think of any colors I dislike. Yeah. Where do I see myself in? Is that a number there? Because I can't see. I'm going to imagine that you're going to say 5 years. I feel like that's something you. Oh, my 5 doesn't work. There we go. Yeah, telepathy. I can read. Yes. Where do I see myself in 5 years? Hopefully, I'll have taken out a mortgage and I'll be living in the countryside, and I will be posting regular decoration vlogs, and I'll be, I don't know, taking you on a little vlog being like, oh, look at the wallpaper I'm choosing. That's very much what Madeline Olivia is doing now, if you follow her channel. But I feel like that's the dream. It's to be able to just share with a big community of people, with you guys, what I'm doing with my life, and asking for, I don't know, opinions, being like, oh, this wallpaper or this one. I mean, it just sounds very fun. What else do I imagine? Hopefully I'll still be with George in 5 years. Who knows? Yeah, I think I'll just be, I don't know, vibing, living life in 5 years, having a good balance between YouTube, myself, work, fitness, all of those kind of things. I think they're important, and hopefully going on lots of holidays with Molly to places and all of the friends. So yeah, I feel like that's where I see myself in 5 years. Whether that's achievable, I don't know, but we'll see. I'm sure it'll be fun. And I think the thing with this YouTube journey is that I find that it's quite fun. I think that's the most important thing, because I feel like it kind of goes like this along, and then it might take off, but then it might just go like this forever and ever. So at the moment, I've got a little loop, but I'm going along, and I'm quite, I don't know, quite happy with what I'm doing. So I think that's the most important thing for now, to just keep going and see if any of you guys like what I'm doing. But yeah, so I said to myself earlier, before I did the live stream, that if I could do 15 minutes, I would be very proud of myself. And I actually I did pour myself a little cup of tea just in case I was going to be longer than 15 minutes. So I feel like I should pour myself a little cup of tea. I don't really drink tea, to be honest, but as a celebratory drink to reaching 15 minutes, which I think I've done quite well, I'm going to raise a toast to myself. So here's to me doing 15 minutes on a live stream, and to Molly, who asked the lovely questions. So there we go. This is my lovely tea set by, it's a Cheers Ears. This is my lovely tea set, which Ryan got for me. So thank you very much, Ryan. Very much appreciated. So cheers, everyone. And hopefully you enjoyed that if you're watching this as I upload it on Friday as my video. So if you enjoyed that, yeah, make sure to subscribe so that if I do something like this in the future, hopefully we can have 2 people watching. That would be very fun. But anyway, if you enjoyed watching this video, please subscribe. And until next time, take care and see you soon.